Today, we are welcomed by a very special guest. He first became known as an anchor for MTV News before making the transition into an MTV VJ. You may know him best from when he hosted TRL between 2000 and 2003, which, as we know, meant he got to know our boys NSYNC very well. These days, he remains a familiar name in the NSYNC fandom as he co-hosts his Namedrop podcast with our very own Chris Kirkpatrick. So please, everyone, let's hear it for today's guest, Brian McFadden.
Woohoo! Yay!
Welcome, Brian. Welcome.
I've been wanting to be on the Space Cowboys podcast for the longest time. Ladies, thank you for having me on. And I got to say, before we end the show, we have to sing in a cappella. Well, Chris hates it when I say that, but
Yeah,
name drop.
absolutely. We're gonna smash it.
Yeah.
And as you know, since you listen or watch the podcast,
watch it.
Yeah.
You know I've got the chops. I can sing like no other.
We know.
We know.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing because I can't mention who's going to be on season 2, but we have some amazing guests that are coming on that you may or may not love.
Oh, really?
Are we invited?
Who could that be? I wonder. We don't know.
But it's difficult to do the name drop tune at the end where we sing name drop with like Grammy Award winning, video music award winning artists, and here I am like in 8th grade choir.
At least you'll sound the best one out of us, so that's a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
Speak for yourself, Dee.
I mean, I've lost my voice, so I'm definitely can't be singing. I sound
you can do the bass.
I'll do the
low one.
I'm pretty excited to be with you ladies because I think it's the first time in my entire. I've been to London a bunch of times, but it's my first time in my life I've been around this many women from the UK. So the accents I'm hearing, they're lovely to hear.
Yes. Let us know if you can't understand because we
all sound different.
Well, thank God, women of a certain age put something on my iPad where I get subtitles for every time. We did the same shit with BB Mac.
Well, I'm from there.
I remember
Where are they from? Liverpool?
Manchester.
Liverpool.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. I thought they were
That's where I'm from. I've not met them yet.
Out of all the guys that I've met in this, God, I can't believe I've done 30 years in this career. Those guys are probably one of my favorites, hands down.
Oh, really?
They seem really nice.
They're cool.
They're as cool as they are on camera and behind the microphone as they are in person. Just wonderful human beings.
It's because
they're
tell
British. Them to answer me because I live literally 10 minutes away.
What did you answer you? Why? Would you go to a house or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up. Brian's dead nice.
Just show up at Steve's house or Christian's house. I think Christian's moving to Nashville in the US.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's cool.
Place to be.
It'd be weird having that Southern accent mixed in with that Liverpool accent.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, listen, Brian, we're so pleased that you could join us today. It's really going to be nice to get to know you. We were actually having a little talk earlier before you joined the show and saying how good it is to finally have you on the show. Like you say, we've been trying to set this up for a little while now. We've just mentioned to you that we're big fans of you and the Name Drop show. And we know obviously that Dee in particular has been connecting with you on social here and there to finally get you on the show. So, that's, I think, been worthwhile conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, I have sent some lovely messages, lovely, polite messages.
It's weird, Dee. It's like late night too. She's like, hey, boo, what you wearing? I rarely ever check my DMs.
I haven't told them that.
Space Cowboys is sliding into my DMs. She wants to know if I got my PJs on.
I tried really hard. I was at Take That was just about to come on the stage, and everyone was going, whoa! Right. And you messaged me back. I was like, I've got to reply.
How was Take That?
Oh, they were really good. Yeah, we had shitty seats, to be honest, but
I mean, they're not in sync.
No,
they're really good.
No.
Yeah.
They're not. I said that to you, messaged and I said they were really good, but they're not in sync. Yeah. But you
just a prelude to what's to come.
Yeah, they're just warming up. We're just warming up with it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bit of practice.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to Justin, how excited are you girls with about having a potential NSYNC reunion on like basically a tour again, if that ever happens?
I mean,
I don't think any of us would come out of it alive, to be honest.
No. We're saving all our work holidays. We're saving all our money.
Well, you say we're saving all our money. I mean, how much have we spent on Justin right now?
Yeah, he's took a chunk. He's took a chunk, so we're gonna have to do it a bit more. But we are like ready.
If the boys come back and we all have our fingers crossed that they come back, you gotta hope that it's gonna be a worldwide tour.
Yes, please. We're hoping. They've never been to the UK on tour before, so they never toured here.
Which is crazy to think that arguably the greatest boy bands who ever exist is literally just did a US tour.
US and Canada.
Yeah, that was the world.
Yeah, but they called it a world tour.
Did you see them in person? Did you fly over? Or were you guys a little too young?
Not seen NSYNC, no.
I was underage.
I was pregnant.
I was definitely too young.
Too young.
You were underage and pregnant? Is that what you said?
No, I was pregnant.
He was pregnant.
What the fuck do you guys do in the UK?
It's a bit different over here, you know.
Yeah.
It's all them NSYNC posters on your wall, you know.
Yeah.
She just got her braces off. Now she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who was pregnant? I don't think anyone was pregnant.
He was
pregnant. My kid's the same. How old's Dan? Mine's 22. My oldest.
My son's 22. He'll be 23 in August.
Yeah.
So he's closer to Beth-ish.
Yeah.
That's our baby of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all just kids. Especially then, it was weird too because when my son was born, I was in the midst of hosting TRL, and I remember like having a stroller. And it was weird because I'm like supposed to be this teen idol, and I had this like stroller, and I had his son, my son's mom with me, and she'd be backstage at TRL, and like I don't know who was coming out, like Britney or Christina or even like or 98 Degrees or like whoever was coming on, but my son would be backstage. I'm like, and I go back. With my frosted tips and
that must have been cool though to have him there with you.
It's weird to talk because he's been on like pretty much every set I've ever been on leading up to, because I used to anchor the news for CNN, and this is like one of my older, more grown-up years, and just to have him, we did this thing called Family 411 where I would take Dane out, we'd go like whitewater rafting. I was like, shit, I can hang out with my kid and like work at the same time. This is a win-win for me. But
cool.
Yeah, he never got the itch for it though, which is cool.
Does he remember much? Does he have like special moments he remembers when he was younger?
No, you know what's weird? This is a good NSYNC story right here. So for his 21st birthday, I called Chris, and we were in Nashville, and I called up Chris and said, hey man, it's Dane's 21st. He's like, all right, I'll be there. So how weird would that be? Chris Kirkpatrick shows up for your 21st birthday. So I'm thinking, how cool is dad to have Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC to like show up? We went to Chris's private club in Nashville, and we're sitting there. So he bought Dane his first shot when he turned 21.
Oh, that was cool.
Dane thinks like all my friends are like, they used to be cool kind of thing. And I'm like, it's Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC. And once he figured out that he was the voice of what's the cartoon?
Fairly
Odd Parents. Fairly Odd, Chip Skylark from the Fairly Odd Parents. He fanned out. He freaked out. He's like, I'm like, you don't know him from NSYNC. You know him as a cartoon. But those are kind of moments that you have with him.
Oh, that's cool.
I never thought he thought I was cool until that point. Thank you, Chris.
Chip Skylark.
Would he go to an NSYNC concert if they
toured? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
I want to know then.
we went to the Pop 2K, the Pop 2000 tour, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
With the O-Town and LFO and I don't know who else was there with those
Ryan
guys,
Cabrera, I think.
Cabrera was there.
Yeah.
But we did it in Nashville, and so he invited his girlfriend to come out, and it was weird. He was like, I don't know how this is going to correlate, how this is going to register with them, and they love all the music that we all grew up listening to. So it was
wow. Nice.
That's
when
really
they
cool.
came on, I'm like looking over and I'm like, how the hell does he know like word for word O-Town? And then, like,
wow,
Chris came back
cool.
out and did his stuff with his NSYNC songs. It was pretty cool. So
that's really nice.
So that cool moment with my son because of NSYNC.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice.
Pretty special.
Kill Dad.
We've actually been trying to get Chris on the show as well.
Good luck.
Well, it's funny you say that.
I gotta call his wife to get him on the phone. I love Chris.
Maybe that's who we need to contact. We need to contact his wife to get him on.
Golly, yeah.
Chris will look at his cell phone and he'll be like, "Oh, McFadden's calling."
Put it down.
And when he texts you, it's like the weirdest. It's like an old man texting me. It's just, he'll text like, "Hey," and I'll write back, "Hey, what's up, man?" That's it.
Yeah. No more.
I love Chris. He's one of my best friends.
Chris is a Libran, right?
Yeah, so am I. But
I'll get back. But so am I. But I'm like Chris. I'll like my mum or someone will call me and I'll just look at it and be like, "No, not right now." I just can't remember.
Whatever suits me.
Dude, Chris is
2 weeks later.
Chris, he marches. I love that dude, man. He's one of the kindest hearts ever. And happy to call him one of my best friends. He marches to the beat of his own drum. He's like, "I'll get back to you." But dude, one of the coolest things ever with that dude is like, he'll never show up late. If he says he's going to be there, he'll be there. He's one of those guys that you can count on for anything. And it's just, it's weird too, because now we're doing a podcast, like two friends getting together to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Thinking, we're going to fight. And it turns out to be like, super fun. But yeah, you want to get him on the show? Just the best advice I can give you, be persistent. Just keep going at him. Keep going at him.
Well, we are persistent, so.
Yeah.
You saw how long it took me to get back to you, and mainly because I just learned how to use the internet. But it took us 2 years just to start Name Drop.
Did it? And
wow.
Was that when?
What's that? Go ahead.
How did it come about?
So we were doing a show in Council Bluffs, Iowa, or Omaha, Nebraska. I can't remember. It was my hometown. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I was invited to come back to do this festival called Sweet Stock, Woman of a Certain Age. I think that's what it's called.
Yes, that's correct.
So, okay, cool. So I got invited to come back, and I was super stoked when they told me Chris Kirkpatrick was going to be the other host. I was like, "You got to be kidding me! We haven't seen each other in years."
Right.
And Chris,
oh wow!
And Chris wasn't the person I hung out with from NSYNC. It was Lance. It was Lance and JC. We all used to hang out. Chris was kind of like the older brother. Like he was always watched out for us, making sure that we were all in line. And it was the craziest thing because here I am hanging out with the greatest boy band ever, and they're like the Beatles. And then you see Chris come out with his dreads. It's like, what are you guys doing? So I thought it was cool because now we're grown-ups and we're being asked to come and do this Sweet Stock show in the summer of, I don't think it's like 3 or 4 years ago. And
2021.
So much. When was it?
2021.
2021. Thanks, Woman of a Certain Age, MCFAYDEN.
It's a good job you've got
Fact checker.
Y'all just met my best friend.
Yeah.
So we were on stage and it worked out. Like we were having so much fun together. We get off stage and Chris's manager Carrie goes, "Y'all got to do something together." And I was just like, holy shit. And I've been asked to do podcasts before. And I was like, man, it'd be so much fun to do a podcast with one of your best friends. I mean, think about what you girls are doing now.
Yeah.
And being able to talk about all the things. We didn't know what it was going to be. We had no idea. And then my idea was to name the podcast Frosted Tips. And then somebody else took it.
Yeah.
This was about 3 years ago. So we sat down and I kept going back and forth to the point where I had to move to Nashville to convince this douchebag, my brother. So I was like, "Chris, we got to do this. We have to do this." And he's like, "All right, we're going to call it." So we're sitting around his pool at his house, and and we were talking about dropping names, and I was like, "I think that would be a great name for a show, Name Drop. And he's just like, kind of looked at me, and I'm like, that's it. Where do we begin? How we're going to do this? Yeah, it all started off in some like farm country in the middle of America. And we kind of reconnected, but it was because of his manager, Carrie Sellards. She was like,
yeah, she's the gold.
Yeah,
she's amazing. I mean, that girl's been around forever.
We love her.
And I didn't know if it was going to happen because Chris doesn't text you back. And if he does, it's like, hey buddy, what's up? What's going on? You in town? Nope, don't hear from him. Or it's kind of like one of those things, out of sight, out of mind. So when we first potted the mics up, we didn't know what it was going to be like. And the very first time that we potted the mics up, we had on BB Mac.
Yeah, that's such a good one.
Yeah,
it was. I think we shot them out of order because it was BB Mac. I think O-Town was the first one, or no, it was Colby Ballet.
Chris was the first one, wasn't it? And then
Chris,
the one that you first released, and then.
Oh my God, you're better than Woman of a Certain Age. You're higher.
She'll kill me.
See, you got yourself a new job.
So we had Chris on, and then O-Town, then BB Mac. But we originally had BB Mac on, and Chris and I were both nervous because we shot that and recorded that in Cleveland, Ohio, backstage at a show that they were doing. Wow. And we were just sitting around like, okay, now or nothing, man. Let's go. And we didn't know how this was all gonna, like the whole pitch pipe and the name drop thing, how that all came about. It was just kind of accidental. We were fooling around waiting for O-Town to get on set, and I was like, I go, would you ever want to sing with me? And he's just like, no. I'm like, come on, man, I can sing. And he's like, no, you can't. I go, let's harmonize. And they were recording everything. Go, let's harmonize together. I'm like, Then I broke out the pitch pipe. He's like, what? You have a pitch pipe? I'm like, okay, let's just sing the name of the show. Name Drop. Like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And it just kind of stuck.
It's funny, yeah.
It's one of the best parts. We love you trying to harmonize with Chris.
Yeah.
He
doesn't let you do it very well, though, does he? He doesn't like you.
He doesn't let you shine, Brian.
No. You need to tell him.
Let me shine.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, girls. There's not much to shine when it comes to my singing.
So you need a solo.
Sometimes he saves me, and I'm like, "Thank you, brother." He's like, "Fuck, that was awful, Brian. That was awful." But I think he likes to make fun of me, so it just kind of works.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, it's a little clear.
We did. Oh, sorry, Sam. We did get a phone call off Chris.
We did.
Yes, we've spoken to him.
What you said? Yeah. When? Where?
Well, you talk about your friendship with Chris. Well, actually, Verena here. Yeah, Verena here actually knows Chris from way back when, and so she managed to see him a few months back. Or months back now, was it? And got him to call us.
About a month, yeah.
Well, Verena, if you talk to him again, have him call me back.
We go way back, actually. We go back to 1997, so way before you, actually.
Ooh.
No.
Come back.
I met him. I ran into the guys back here in London when they first came, when they were working here in Europe. So yeah, for the first 3 years of their career, spent a lot of time with him, and kind of stayed in touch with him up until now.
Did he have the braids at that time?
He had them done in London, actually. The first time he had the braids done, it was here in London.
Wow.
So I was there that day when he had his braids done.
All right, let me ask you some questions.
Yeah, go for it.
Chris.
Now,
wait, are you a big Chris fan? Are you an NSYNC fan, or are you a big Chris fan?
I mean, I love Chris. Chris and me are closest in age, which is why we connect. I'm a woman of a certain age, so I connected with Chris a lot because the others were a lot more younger than me. But I was not an NSYNC fan when I met them, but I became an NSYNC fan.
Who did you like prior to NSYNC? New Kids.
Also, I mean, I like Take That.
Take That.
But yeah, I wasn't really into boy band. I mean, like I said, I was a little bit older. I'm close to Chris's age, so I was kind of not into that whole thing too much. but they turned me. So yeah, when I met them after, after I met them for the first time, I started listening to them, and I really, obviously I saw the talent, became a big fan. So yeah, I now call myself the number one. I'm the OG. This is why I'm the OG. Okay. So.
Would you grow braids like Chris?
No, I actually did. You'll find that I did back then.
Did you?
Well. Not like Chris, but yeah. So I mean, we're still in touch, and he has actually agreed to doing the podcast. But
yeah, I'll tell you, he's a great guest too. He's funny. He's got a bunch of stories. What I love about Chris is he's such a real guy. Like that, I think that's the reason why I gravitated towards NSYNC, is because when I was on MTV, I'm from Nebraska, and I was doing rock radio at that time. And when I got to MTV, I started out doing MTV News, and then when I crossed over, the very first group that I had on TRL happened to be NSYNC. And I'd never been more scared in my entire life. No strings attached. They sold 2.6 million records in its first week.
Yeah.
And these guys were on top of the world. I mean, like, this is a boy band. But the great thing that I loved about those guys is they always made me feel like I was a part of them, with them. They were just one of those guys. Like, if you were the new kid in school, they were the ones to be like, hey, come over here, kid. Let's talk. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
And every single one from
that's so nice.
Lance, Justin, JC, and Chris, like I've always gravitated towards those guys. So whenever people always ask me, and if you were like a hardcore MTV watcher at that time, you already knew I was boys with NSYNC. It was like, to me, I kind of felt like the sixth member that couldn't sing. So it was just it was one of those things with those guys. And I think that's what I love about Chris. And I think him being the founding member, I say the founding father of NSYNC, but the founding members, he kind of made those guys. It's almost kind of like he handpicked these guys because he wanted people that he could hang out with and work with at the same time. And he wanted to make sure they were all real. So what you get with those boys is very genuine. I don't think out of the many years I've been in this industry, I don't think I've been around a greater bunch of guys. Yeah. You got 5 of them, And
I mean, this is why I was attracted to them back then, because when I first met them, it's like these guys are so real and so normal and so welcoming and inclusive, and it's just this is why I stuck around. It's
and
like,
even for the people who haven't met them, it does come across and and you like every single member, even though you got your favorites. Chris, by the way, you got your favorites, but you just like all of them.
You haven't even asked me my favorite.
Who's your favorite?
No, that's one of our questions.
That is one of our questions.
Oh, is it really? Well, we'll wait until the end.
When we get to it, but we'll tell you about our phone call with Chris.
But I went to see Chris in Phoenix to see the Pop 2K show. Flew across to see him there. So I hung out with him for a little bit, and then I got him to call all of these girls.
FaceTime.
So they got a phone call in the middle of the night, right?
It was 6 a.m.
It was
We're all getting.
We pretty much stayed up all night.
I stayed up all night, but then fell asleep about 5 minutes before the phone call.
Yeah. I mean, I told these girls before, like, I may or may not get him to give you guys a call. I don't know how it's going to work out.
We thought it could be before the show. And I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm missing this. So I stayed up all night at work the next day. And then I literally fell asleep and the phone rang. But I thought she'd actually go on the FaceTime first and go, oh, here's Chris. But it wasn't. I put the phone
Chris straight on.
My hair was everywhere. and Chris was just there looking at me, and I just went,
that had to been crazy. Am I frozen again?
No. Big froze when she answered the call.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
We did a name drop live show. I think it was kind of like a press thing that we were doing in Nebraska, and we were on stage, and afterwards we finished everything up, and they had this line for us to like sign, pictures or whatever. And I'd never seen anyone take care of his fans as well as Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC. He spent. Sometimes it was like 15, 20 minutes. And there's this huge long line, and I'm by myself. I don't have that kind of clout. I'm sitting here going, what am I going to do? But I thought that's pretty cool. So he spent, how much time did you have with him?
It was about 10 minutes, wasn't it? But there's more. We had lots of, I woke up, Maggie was
in a towel.
In a towel.
I basically ran out of the shower in a towel, looked naked through the whole course.
Your
that's
headphones
awesome.
and a towel.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Tomorrow you was brushing your teeth, wasn't you?
Yeah, I just spat everything. I was like, oh, hello.
Beth, unfortunately, Beth, you picked a short straw. You slept through it.
Yeah,
She missed it.
I stayed up till about 3:30 and then I just crashed.
Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. So
It's
you'll have
hard
to do
with
it
the
again.
time
trouble about
difference.
being a fan over here is pretty much a nightmare because we're constantly having to either stay up the entire night or get up at a ridiculous hour, and it
Well, that's why I asked you.
VMAs, anything you have to.
Yeah,
That's why I asked like how late it was there, and it was like a 6-hour difference. I think.
Yeah.
But this
we're
is
up
fine
we're
for
up
us.
all the time to watch like live streams from Justin's shows at the moment. We're always up in the early hours of the morning just to
They
catch
start
up
about
on
5 a.m., don't they?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how great was that? Okay, so a woman of a certain age hits me up and she goes, "Are you watching this? Are you seeing this?" And I'm watching the live feed of Justin's concert, and when the boys all come out. So
the LA show.
Oh, the LA.
Yes, the LA show. Yeah.
Guess who was there?
Marina was there.
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So
me and Dee went to the Memphis.
We went to
one.
Memphis, the first one.
Wow.
We flew out to
we're
Memphis.
hardcore.
Chris was there with his wife.
Yeah,
like,
Chris was
Yeah,
there.
I was waving.
Yeah.
I was in the same room.
But
Well,
Brian, did you know that NSYNC were going to perform at the LA show? Did you already know?
Yeah, I had this because I knew when I talked to Chris, because Chris is pretty good about keeping mum. If you're with him, he'll be like, "Yo, don't tell anybody," and I'm like, "Fuck." So I'm like, like, who can't? What do you mean I can't tell anybody?
Why you didn't come on the podcast?
So he I had an idea that was going to happen, and I talked to a woman of a certain age. We're with him all the time, so it's like we knew that when he was there, and all of a sudden there was all these different sightings. We knew that he was going to go on. We didn't know how they were going to go on and how it was going to be introduced. We just knew that was going to happen. So I couldn't wait to see this. So she hits me up, and so I'm trying to figure out how to live stream this. And Chris's sister-in-law, Erin Washington, she was live feeding the whole entire thing.
Yeah, she was there.
And oh my God, I was like, this is great. And you can't help it as a friend and as a fan, but mainly as a friend of these guys, and especially how close I am to Chris. I gotta tell you, it's
Did
been
you cry?
many years. Yeah, I cried. I got pretty emotional because when you know, and it's not just because of like being a fan of NSYNC. It was being a fan of my friend.
Yeah.
Because I know how much it meant to him to walk out on stage. And it's not just like any other day, because I mean, these guys have been waiting 20 some
They've been
years.
waiting forever. It's in the lyrics.
To do this. And then when Justin basically was like,
yes,
here are my boys.
Yeah, he's a little.
I like all of a sudden I'm like, I see Chris come out, and I've known Chris for many years, and to see him walk out and to have this, it was like this look of elation.
Yeah.
Oh man, you couldn't help if you knew him or you knew JC, because I like talking to JC or Joey or Lance, you knew that this was a special moment. And even
100%.
Dustin, oh my God.
Yeah.
You can't replace that with anything. And it was almost like I've had proud moments with my son, but I had a pretty damn proud moment with my friend.
Did he tip her?
Yeah. And I mean, you can tell in the live streams, but when you were in that room, it was the most unreal thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Wow.
That feeling in that room. I mean, apart from the noise, I've never heard screams like that in my life. And I've been to some concerts.
Was it expected from you fans? Was it expected when you were there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was. I mean, there had been hints, and people had placed all of them in LA, and we knew there was a reason, and I had a couple of hints. So yeah, it was expected. We didn't know exactly at what point they would come on or anything like that. I mean, Tamara and Dee had seen the show in Memphis, so we kind of worked out at what point they would come on. But but it doesn't matter how expected it is.
No.
you can't prepare for this. You know, I was
Did you
so
pee a little?
overwhelmed. I did pee a little probably. And I'm actually, you know, all the girls around me were all crying, and I did not cry until I left the auditorium, and then it was like, shit, you know, it was
Wow.
like so overwhelming at the time. So
It hit
yeah,
you then, didn't it?
I had a bit of a meltdown afterwards. Yes, it was
Yeah.
insane.
Well, it was
And then
so
you
great
called
for
us
all the
as well.
live streams that was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
It was
we
just
watched
like
it all
flicking
from.
for the best one. So we seen it at all different angles. It was just,
Yeah.
I mean, what was
It
it,
was-
about 4 in the morning? It was like,
Yeah.
It was one of the
Yeah.
best phone calls I've had with Chris after that.
oh, wow.
I can imagine.
Oh, what did he say?
You
Did
know
he
when
ring
someone
you?
hung- No, he was like, "I'm fucking busy," and hung up.
No, stop it.
No, he was on cloud 9. It was just
Yeah.
like busy, like you
I
have no
bet.
idea. Yeah. It was like one of those moments you're like, I wish I could have been there, but I'm glad that I was
Mhm.
able to watch it and watch it
Mm.
through one of his relatives was
Yeah.
pretty rad.
Oh, amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. Oh, memories.
So
Are you going to any
I
of
know,
the?
we're all like,
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh, go Sam.
I was just gonna say, are you excited for this reunion then? If that's kind of, this show is like the first time
What
they're
reunion?
together.
What,
The reunion. The toy
Alleged.
that you were
what
talking
reunion
about
are you talking
earlier.
about?
The
The
alleged
toy that you
reunion.
mentioned earlier.
Talking about AJ and Joey?
Well,
That's
too,
nice
but also
too.
looking forward to that.
That's
Yeah,
nice
we'll take that.
too.
And we'll also take Chris with Pop 2000 if he wants to come over. But no,
Oh, you're talking
the
about the
boys,
Pop
that will
2000.
be cool. No.
Yeah.
I gotta
Do
tell you,
we need to edit?
if and when it happens, if it happens, right? Because I don't want to say anything because I know damn well you girls are crazy. Like it'll
We're not crazy.
We're not. We're
if
nice.
it happens, oh please, I've seen the message boards. Like every
No.
woman of a certain age is like.
No, we're not. We're UK girls. We're different.
So
we're not
Brian was
crazy.
wearing an orange hat. I know that Justin's favorite color is orange. I wonder if that's a hint.
Space cowboys
What
are
do you mean?
different.
We don't
So-
know anything about Delulu trains.
No.
No. English ladies.
We've not been on it. No way.
I just like I don't want to drop any subtle clues or hints or anything to that. I would be super stoked. I think a lot of it would be just because I know how happy the guys would be, and I know how happy if that tour comes into fruition and they say that they do another album. I don't even know how you can, not even just women of a certain age or men of a certain age. I think it would be just, you look at the banger they did with Paradise and what they did before with Trolls.
Trolls, yeah.
Yeah. I know my kids love them. Well, they haven't got a
Oh my
choice,
God.
but yeah. So imagine
They
what they
haven't
can
got a
come back
choice.
with.
We're ready for it. I mean, honestly, if I'm begging those boys to come back, just because it would just be like, okay.
We all are.
Yeah.
I think it would
I think
be.
the charts are ready for them as well.
And my birthday's October 1st. So
Okay.
it'd be great
So-
if I found that out before that.
Yeah.
I did that on
Okay.
purpose, so maybe I get some.
Are we coming out to celebrate October the 1st?
Wait, what are your birthdays?
Mine's March 14th.
March 14th.
I've had mine. But do you know what? Chris is the same as my daughter, my second daughter. And I actually chose, I had a cesarean, and you get to choose which day.
You chose
Oh,
dude.
I didn't know
I didn't even know that.
Oh
So they've
my
got the
God, I
same
didn't know
birthday.
that.
Yeah,
Wow.
Gemma.
You chose a cesarean? Oh my God.
Well,
this is the
no.
greatest story.
I had to have one because I had an emergency the first time, so I nearly died. So I had to have a second cesarean. But you have to have it a week before. But I chose a week and a day before so that they'd have the same birthday.
I'm texting Chris right now. So you had a cesarean on October 17th. And what's your kid's name?
2005.
Is it Kirk or Patrick?
She's called. No, she was Gemma. It was a
Gemma.
girl. It would have been. Would have been.
You ruined it.
I know.
It would have been a
Called
better story.
Chris for short.
Chris for sure.
Change your name, Dee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's a
Brian,
weird fact.
we mentioned earlier we've got some games to play with you. So before we do play the game, I guess we first got to ask you one more question about the boys, which is, what is your favorite NSYNC song?
Ooh. Tell me why ain't nothing else. I think, you know, it's interesting. It's like, God, there's so many NSYNC songs that I've liked, but I think one that always registered with me just because of what the boys were going through, and I think it was their first release off of No Strings Attached, which was Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah.
And it held very strong to me, and obviously it was their biggest songs, biggest hits. I love that song just because of where I was at that time, which was MTV. But I was also with those guys, and to see what they were going through when that song came out, it was like, holy shit, this is bigger than before. And now there's no attachment to Mr. Perlman.
Yeah.
That was it. So that's one of them. And there's a few of them that Chris leads that I'm pretty fond of too.
Yeah. We always find that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint a single song because there's just so many through all the different
Depends on the mood,
and we change it all the time.
Yeah.
I always pick anything from the first album that Chris sings the leads on. So
Really?
Oh, okay,
yeah.
My mom actually has a little bit of NSYNC history. So when I was hosting TRL, and I had Britney Spears on the show, and name drop. Every time I mention
where's your
bell?
Wait, y'all got a bell. Who's got the bell?
Oh,
I forgot about the bell.
But I forgot about your name before.
God.
So who have we got on the show, Sam? Who have we got?
Sorry, say again, D, go on.
Who's on our show today?
So when I was on TRL,
it's Brian McFadden.
Oh, it's not working.
Oh,
I've got two.
wait, did you do that on purpose because of Chris? Okay, there we go. Brian McFadden. I had Britney Spears on the Britney Spears.
Which, by the way, I love the day that you spend like a week, or was it a week or 2 weeks with Britney, and you brought her the latte. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah, we watched that. That's good.
I watched that all the time.
So we would see each other. So Britney and I, it was my first official meet with Britney. We met in the halls at MTV in passing when I was doing MTV News, and she was going on TRL with Carson Daly, and I would I'd see her. I'm like, oh my God, it's Britney Spears. I'm like, this is so cool. So when I got the assignment to do this, like, I don't know, it's like I think I spent like 2 weeks with her, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. It was leading up to her performance on Saturday Night Live. She did a Mother's Day performance on Saturday Night Live. It was great because I got to meet Lynn and all these people. But we all kind of hung out together, right? So I remember that they said, Brian, be yourself, do whatever you want. And I'm like, does Brittany have a book? She's got to have a book, right? So I went and bought her this book.
Yeah.
And she was,
that was so good.
So I remember taking the book home, and here I am in my apartment in New York, and I'm like reading this book with my frosted tips on point. And this Louisiana girl, and I'm reading everything, and I'm like, oh shit, she likes like this, like, I don't know, mocha latte, whatever it was, caramel. Whatever it was. And so this guy named Bill Richmond, who was my photog, and he got his claim to fame was that he was one of the OGs that did Real World. He was like photographer for Real World. And he was my photog, and he was also the editor. It was just him and I. It was him and I. There was no producer, nobody. It was just him and I. We're doing
so just
bare bones, just the two of us. And we had this whole thing set up with Sonia, Brittany's people, Fee, which is her assistant, and then it's her mom's best friend. And they were staying at the Waldorf Astoria. And they said, we have to go meet with Brittany, and then we're going to begin filming. That's it. And I said, why don't we start filming now? And he's like, what do you want to do? And I go, I'm going to Starbucks. This girl, this
get a latte.
I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get a latte for this girl. And I've never, by the way, I'm just this country kid from Nebraska. I don't drink Starbucks. I don't drink coffee. I'm like, all right, fancy girl. I'm like this. And it was my first time ever having one too. So I had it. I'm like, this is a great way to break the ice with Britney Spears. So
what did you have? The same thing.
The same.
Same exact thing. Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was really good. But it was like, all of a sudden now I'm like with Britney for the next 2 weeks, which was pretty rad. So when I finally had her on TRL, I had her talk to my mom, and my mom had this parrot named Fred. this Fred was an apist. Like he would mimic every sound that you'd make. And the crazy part is sometimes I didn't know if it was my mom or it was Fred because he sounded just like my mom.
Yeah.
And the only 2 fucking songs he knew were Bye 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 from NSYNC and Oops, I Did It Again from Britney Spears. My mom was a fangirl. She would watch TRL all the time, and the bird had his 2 favorite songs.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's so good.
That's amazing.
And I remember Britney's like, he's just like the birds. I don't know if it's your mom singing Bye Bye Bye, or if it's the bird, but yeah, that was my Britney story. I don't think I've ever told that.
You called your mom and you got the bird on the phone as well.
Yeah. It's like my mom's taking a break. Fred, you take over.
So much fun.
I think Brittany thought I was whack taters after that. She was just like, that kid is just
he's not coming back.
Away from me.
Don't book him again.
Like, did Brian McFadden have game? I don't know. He had a bird named Fred. It was weird.
He sang Bye Bye Bye.
So good.
So we were asking about your favorite song because I mentioned we've got a game that we want to play with you. We're gonna, I guess, test how much of a super fan you are.
Hold on, Sam.
Yeah. So
hold on, Sam. What about the favorite member?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go there now?
Who's your favorite member?
Rewind.
Let's hear it.
All right, we're gonna put them up. It's like having your kids and you just don't want to name the. So there's Joey, there's Lance, there's JC, there's Justin, and there's
what's the other one
Who
called?
doesn't text back?
That's it, isn't it?
that's a tough one.
No.
I gotta go with my boy,
Yay,
Yeah.
of course.
Lance.
Hit that bell.
No, I CK. I mean, we're like brothers. We fight like brothers. We're just. I love that dude.
Love it. Yeah.
Cool.
And plus, we have a podcast that you can find.
We do.
What's it called?
It's called Name Drop.
Name drop.
Yeah.
You can find that, and anywhere you want to find a podcast, and you can watch it too. We just got a new YouTube channel too, so that's gonna. And our new season
that's cool.
is next Tuesday.
Is it?
Yay, finally.
Exclusive.
Been waiting for it.
We're here.
And who's your
You may or
favorite?
may not like. You may or may not like the first. It's going to be a big one. The very first one.
Starting strong.
It's a good one.
We may or may not like him.
Well, I can't tell you what it is because a woman of a certain age would kill me. She's got to do her whole little.
Yeah,
Guess
don't get
who
into
it is.
trouble.
I'm like, why do you
Give
do
us a
that?
clue.
Because it's fun. Because then I forget who we had on. I'm like, shit. How did I not guess that?
We
Okay.
probably like him.
Well, we'll be listening in.
Assuming it's a him.
Wait, are you guys okay? So do you listen? Do you cheat? Do you cheat on your boy bands?
No.
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 Like, there's no like. You're not like one day like, you know what?
No.
How Nicholas Faye's doing?
No, ride or dies.
No.
Definitely.
No.
It was all insane.
Yeah.
No, well, girls,
I mean, we
do love Joey and AJ together.
Yeah.
But
how weird is that? How weird is that?
So
right?
good.
Oh,
They're so good
it
together.
looks fun.
I love Joey. He's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be in a good mood, have him around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's certain people that lift you up. He's one of them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
He
actually will lift you up. He will actually physically lift you up.
Literally lift you up.
Yeah.
If there's somebody from the Backstreet Boys, you can say Backstreet Boys on this show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's somebody from the Backstreet Boys that I like the most. I would say AJ.
Same.
Yeah, we
All
say
of
that,
us.
don't we?
Unanimous.
We all agree with that.
All the
Like
way.
AJ.
So I have AJ for the Backstreet Boys, and I have Chris. I mean, you got to do the founding fathers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have Chris from. He's an NSYNC, right?
Yeah.
Last time I
Who's
checked,
that?
yes.
So Chris will always be my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh. Snap.
But if you
He agrees.
if you have JC on or Justin or any of the other fellows, then just tell them I'm a big fan of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
We tell them
More
that you
than-
said they're your favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you-
like
You can
and
be
say-
Justin. You're my favorite color.
and you say quote like "fuck Chris." I hate.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah. The other boys might answer your text quicker.
Yeah. But Brian, are you going to go to see Justin in in concert? Are you going to go to one of these
Yeah,
shows?
I think so. As a matter of fact, it's interesting too, because you realize like who your friends are when they find out like people like Justin Timberlake are coming out, or even when there's a rumor that NSYNC is going to be a part of something, or they're going to go out on tour. All of a sudden your phone's like,
Yeah.
and Aunt Susie's calling. I wonder
Mhm.
why.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, 100% I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to support your boys.
Yeah.
That's too good.
Right. Game time, Sam.
Right.
Yes.
Are you ready?
So, game time. We have
okay,
five.
I know what this is about because a woman of a certain age told me. She said that we're going to play a game where I have to finish the song lyrics.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with you. I can't even start a song lyric. I have the worst memory
I said
possible.
that.
No, she did tell you that?
No,
No.
I said, I was like,
Oh man, no, this is not going to be fun for you. But
We'll
it's gonna be
try.
very-
Well, it
maybe
might
it'll
be
be fun for
actually.
you because I'm really bad at it. And I can't remember Christmas songs.
well, it'd be nice
Oh,
if you
gosh.
can make it up. If you don't know, just make up a lyric.
Do you remember the show Say What Karaoke? Did they all have Say What Karaoke in the UK?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So Say What Karaoke was hosted by this guy named Tech Holmes, and he was on MTV Real World, and this other VJ named Dave Holmes, and it basically was karaoke, and then you have to sing to your favorite, like whatever. They couldn't even have me do celebrity Say What Karaoke because I'm like, oh, I don't know the words.
Well,
But
if it's not finished the lyrics, then at least guess the song.
Yeah. And hopefully Bye 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 might be in there somewhere, hopefully. But I don't know. We don't know. There's only Sam who knows these. So
Wait, I vote for Brian to make up the lyrics.
Yeah. If you don't know them, just make them up.
He's putting his phone on.
No, you can't Google it.
I'm texting my mom. Can I text my mom?
Maybe
I'll be down in a minute.
Is Fred still around? Maybe he knows the lyric.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how we get on.
Like the new ones, like let me take you to a better place. Oh my god.
It might be on there. You never know. That could be
Okay.
there. You just have to see.
All
right. Should we give it a go and let's see how you get on? I mean, if you don't do very well, it's kind of like someone falling over, isn't it? It's probably just going to be as funny. So sorry in advance.
Got 2 games as well, so
we're really mean over here. Okay, and the girls, you can help as well if we're struggling.
Yeah, we will.
I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, come on.
Okay, right. Let's go for song number 1 then. So the lyric is trying too much, but baby, we can win. Let it go.
It might sound crazy, but it ain't no that was an easy one. Next.
Hold on. But if we sing it, you might know.
Yeah, let's sing
Sam.
it.
Yeah, that would help.
We can sing it together.
Right, go.
Come on then. Let's go. Go.
Trying too
much, but
baby, we can win.
Oh my god.
Let it go. If you want me,
girl, let me know.
Yes.
Yeah.
On my knees, and
He knows it.
Hey,
I can't take it.
Nailed
it's
it.
tearing up my heart.
Yay.
Now the
Oh my
choreography.
I need women of a certain age here to help me because this is.
Now you have to dance.
I bet
She's
she
like-
knows
Do the
these.
choreography.
Okay.
Okay, that was good. That was good. There you go. That's 1 point. Right. Song number 2. And if you can sing the entire verse, then you get double points.
Oh god.
I was hanging with the fellas.
Hanging with the fellas.
I was hanging with the fellas.
I was hanging with the fellas.
Fellas.
So yeah.
Saw you with your
New boyfriend.
boy.
You made me jealous.
Oh, I saw you with a new boyfriend, and it made me jealous.
Yeah.
It makes me ill.
Yay!
Yes.
It's actually
See?
a rap.
Very
So
good.
you have to rap. You have to rap it, not sing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta know the whole verse.
It's a thing online on social that people basically have to rap this verse to prove they're a fan.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I know.
You've heard me sing. Now try to hear me rap.
That was
It's
good.
easier to rap than
That
sing,
was
to
good
be
though.
honest.
No, that's good. Points.
You'll
Yeah.
definitely get this
Wait,
one.
do I get a
Points
half a point for that? I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
knew
have
the
a point.
song. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you have 2 points.
Right.
Yeah.
2 for 2. All right. Song 3. And I will take you in my arms.
And I
will
take
Give a bit more.
you in
You in my
If
arms.
I promise you.
Yes.
I hit the note that Chris
Yeah,
did.
you got it.
I'm sure you
Sounded
did.
just like JC, that.
You have no idea. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say that. I make a lot of small children cry with this voice.
3 points.
Right, next one.
But I got that one right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did.
See?
I mean, not the
Getting
lyrics,
there.
but got the song.
Okay.
I'm very generous. Okay, song 4. I don't know why you care. He doesn't even know you're there.
He doesn't even know you're there.
Oh, ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
Girlfriend.
It's hard when
Does
they
he
just say it.
Yeah, you have to sing it.
Yeah, we struggled.
I wish I had a buzzer or something.
Oh yeah.
You got
Yeah,
a bell.
Applause, so people oh, he knows.
We'll add the applause in at the end when we
Yeah.
I'm like
end
shocked that I know these right now.
Yeah,
Wow,
actually, yeah,
honestly,
I am gonna
honestly,
edit some applause into this.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
screams.
Yeah.
Screams.
Okay,
Right.
this one's a bit longer, so this one hopefully gives
Okay.
you a bit more of a lead in to work out what the next line is as well.
Okay.
So, and sometimes when I listen to our song, the night seems so cold and far too long. I want to call you up because in the end.
Can I just say this? You sound like Siri.
It's the posh voice.
I'm not posh. Oh my
She's
god.
our posh one.
I'm not, well, that's what they call me.
That one, I don't know. Can you do it one more time?
Yeah, sing
And
it.
sometimes
Sing it,
when
sing
I
it.
listen to your
To
song,
our song. The
The
night
night seems so
so
cold and far
far
too long. I
I
wanna call you up because in the end, I keep
writing letters.
worst lyrics ever.
It's the
Worst
best lyrics you ever
Worst
heard in
lyrics.
sync.
All right. Okay. What album?
First one.
No strings. No
That's the
Oh,
first
no
one.
strings
it's not.
attached.
No, it's
No
not.
strings.
yeah.
Bonus edition. Bonus edition.
We'll give it. We'll give you more clues. I keep writing letters
To my.
to my.
It's not, yeah,
No.
it's not one of their more well-known ones.
No, that's very
Oh,
difficult.
man. Yeah, that's one I would.
No.
Yeah, that's a no one. I don't know that one.
No.
Wait,
Sam.
if I'm not the one,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you getting text messages?
Yes.
my phone is right here.
Yeah.
I keep writing
Right.
letters to my garbage can.
Garbage can.
That's the most beautiful lyrics.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean that okay. How many more do we have?
Two.
Well,
Well, I don't know. We can stop anytime.
We can stop.
One
No,
more,
I mean,
Sam. One more,
Give me-
Sam.
Give
Do
me
an
one.
easy one. Do an
let's
easy
give you
one.
one. Let's give you a good one.
Okay, all right.
Where was my head? Where was my heart? Now I cry alone in the dark.
Where was my head? Where was my heart?
Yeah. Now I cry
I
alone in the
cry.
dark.
Now
Where was I can't even get the right tune.
yeah, that's it's hard to
My head.
yeah.
It's hard to sing this one.
Now I
You're gonna
cry.
get so much shit if you don't
Alone
get
in
this
the
one.
dark.
Yeah, this one's been
Yeah.
chosen for
Yeah.
a reason. So if you
Yeah.
don't get this,
Your brother
Where
might
was
be
my
upset.
head? Oh,
Chris.
I tried myself crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you gave me a hint. No, that's definitely it.
Well done.
Do you know he looks at me in disgust every time I sing? And now I know why.
Why?
you sound
I mean,
good.
God knows what he'll look at us like when we
I thought
sing.
one time he was complimenting me. And he looks at me and he goes, "Terrible," and I'm like, "Thanks, buddy." That's a good song though.
It is a good song, yes.
Yeah.
Which version do you prefer, the JC version or the Chris version?
Did you even know there were two versions?
I mean, JC is that dude's got a voice of God. It's like, I mean, he's hands down the best singer in the band.
Not just in the band. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I would say out of all the boy bands, he's got the best voice.
Yeah.
Chris has got an amazing voice. I don't even know how that guy does that every day. It's insane. But yeah, I think JC, Chris, Justin, yeah, in that order.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Justin's got a great voice.
Justin.
My God. But JC's voice is pretty incredible.
Yeah. It's special. It's a bit different.
Yeah. But Chris, not so bad.
No. So really talking about Chris, you mentioned obviously that Namedrop's coming back next Tuesday, is it that you said?
Yeah.
And we're so excited for the second series to see who you've got on the show. Obviously, having a podcast of our own and having you on this, we just wondered how you go about choosing who your guests are going to be.
It's all me. I'm like, no. Chris said to me last season, he's like, hey, he goes, could we have Justin Timberlake on? I'm like, why?
You don't want him, we'll have him.
Send him our way.
Send him our way.
We'll have
he's
your
gonna come in wearing denim on denim and his like pearls and his beautiful face.
Yeah,
that's exactly how we want him.
Yeah.
No, it's a collaborative effort. I'll be honest with you. You know who's really good at it? It's Monta, woman of a certain age. She's done a hell of a job at like getting our guests, and it's been pretty cool because when we call her woman of a certain age, as a matter of fact, when her and I became like really good friends, she would always say things like, oh, Brian, you got to do this. And she goes, women of a certain age would love that. So that's how she got her nickname.
Oh, I was wondering that.
Over and over again. So I'm like, all right, woman of a certain age. And I didn't know if she wanted me to call her that because she's been producing our show. And so I'm like, all right, woman of a certain age, let's go and do this. But she's done a great job. And the best part is like the season 2 guests, Chris's team did a lot of help with that, which has been great. Season 1 has been fantastic. My favorite, I don't really want to call them favorites, but one of my favorite artists of all time is Colby Calais. I thought, what a perfect person to have on the show. There were some guests in there. I was just like, wow, I would never even have thought of that. But because of her, she's like, yeah, we should bring him in, like, Rome from Sublime.
Yeah, I like that one.
That guy's a stud, man.
Yeah.
And it was great too because we're, introducing, and that's what I love about Namedrop too, is that we can have anybody on. Anybody that we want. It doesn't have to be a specific, genre or whatever. But I think with the guests though, especially for this season, I wish I could tell you.
Tell us off.
Ladies, I'm just gonna say this.
You can tell us. I'll edit it out.
You're gonna love who we have on.
We can guess.
We can
kind of guess.
Yes.
We might guess.
Yeah.
JC.
Jason, one of the original members of NSYNC.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Is it true that they called Lance Lanston?
Yeah.
That's his name.
Because he had to match.
To match the
Jason,
name.
Yeah.
Jason, yeah.
JC, Jesus Christ is coming on the show?
Yeah, Jesus Christ Superstar. That's
You're getting all the stars.
Were you ladies privy to the leak that we had last week?
Yeah.
We've seen it. What happened?
What happened?
I didn't realize.
I had no idea. I get a phone call. I'm vacationing, and where was I? No, I was in Nashville. I was about to go on vacation, and I get a phone call, and it was from Monta, and a woman of a certain age, and she's like, "I'm on it, I'm trying to figure this out," and our people over at Herd at Media accidentally leaked it because they thought it was that week. So we didn't have enough. We didn't have everyone in line. I'm not pitting blame against them because they were just doing what they did. I think they had the dates all wrong.
Yeah,
but we did no promotion for it. And we're going, oh no.
Yeah, we was like, why is that on? They've not even mentioned it. They don't like tease us.
Monta, like, that's Monta. I love it when Monta does that too, because a woman of a certain age, he gets everyone like guessing and trying to figure this out. And it gets to the point where I'm like, I forgot who we're having on.
Yeah,
So
can't tell from the picture who it is.
Yeah.
Like, who's that?
It's one of my favorite things too, is that, you know, with the whole social media too. It's like, because I mean, you talk like, you know, guys like Chris and I, we're from a different era where social media, because we were taught a long time ago, it's like, you know, being anonymous and not letting everyone know what you're doing. That was kind of, but now it's like, you got to tell everyone what's going on and what's happening. And it's been cool too, because honestly, girls, I would have never met you. And I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever got to do. I've always I've always been shy of that kind of stuff, which is weird because I'm a talking head. But this has been fun too, because you get to see like the passion behind everything that you guys are doing. I mean, how many times a week do you all meet up?
We never meet up.
We're quite far away.
All over the country.
Well, okay. As like y'all are in the same room. Have you met in person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have a
WhatsApp
group chat, which is, we have a WhatsApp group chat that is, we're never off it, basically. Like, it's 24/7. There's always someone awake. There's always someone messaging. So we keep it alive. And when did we kind of join together? Last September-ish. So it's not even been a year yet.
Yeah.
It was in September.
So cool.
And we met up for the
like
as well.
The first time the most of us met up was JT's one night only in London. That we all travelled, all stayed over, all got together, and he cancelled.
But he got cancelled.
Well,
He got cancelled.
All right, can I ask you another question? I know you're supposed to ask. When do you girls like fight back and forth about like rumors? Do you put them on? Do you throw them on the table and you're like, okay, that didn't happen?
No.
We're normally quite factual, aren't we? And we don't put anything out there. We might discuss stuff between ourselves, but publicly, there's only like, it's factual or
we never post rumors. We never post
questions
paparazzi.
If you want to ask me any questions about Chris, I'll set you straight.
Right. Just wait.
we probably already know.
Yeah. Very good detectives.
His best friend is obviously me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His favorite color is brown.
Brown.
Very true.
No. Is it brown?
I don't know.
His favorite color now. Brown.
What is Chris' shoe size?
9.
It's weird though to ask that question.
I actually know.
Chris has got the biggest fucking torso I've ever seen, and he's got these little legs.
He's size 9.
So sometimes, like, I'm 6'1", so like when we're sitting next to each other, he looks taller than me, but he's like shorter than me, and it's weird. I'm like, "What's up, buddy?" Then we get up, and I'm like,
"He's not that short." He's taller than all of us. I mean, we're all really short apart from.
No, I'm very tall.
Yeah, you're tall.
But he's probably a woman of a certain age. So how tall do you think Chris is? Like 5'8", 5'9"?
5'8".
5'9", 5'10". Yeah.
Nice. Definitely 5'10".
Oh, really?
He's not 5'10". He's not 5'10".
I'm 5'10".
I want to apologize. So women of a certain age is 5 feet tall.
That's right. Everybody's tall.
I mean,
she needs help on the pod.
I mean, we're pretty much most of us except Tamara and probably Dee, we're all 5 foot, 5'2". We're tiny.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Okay. So yeah, Chris would be very tall next to you.
Yeah, he's not that short. People always think he's short.
Size, I think he's a size 6. Size 6. That's what I'm guessing.
No, he's a size 6.
He's US
UK. US size and UK size is
or
different.
UK size?
Yeah, it's different.
Would it really matter?
No.
If you're a size 6, like that would be like
6 is tiny in the UK.
Yeah, I'm a 6.
6 is like kid size.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Yeah.
No, Tamara 6 is my size. I'm a 5.
Oh.
I'm a size 11.
She's got really small feet.
11 US.
Yeah.
11.
So
now
that we all know that.
Let's
I meant size 12.
I'm glad we all know that now.
Yeah. Have you filmed all of season 2?
No, that's a great question. No. as a matter of fact, I was on with Chris's manager about a couple hours ago, and we discussed. I think we filmed 10 episodes already.
Wow.
I think we have
Wow.
one or two more. Yeah, one or two more. So
Okay.
That's cool.
but there's one
We'll
in
come on if you
particular.
like.
Yes, there's one in particular that you will be very happy with.
Okay.
JC.
And we have
I
no
like
idea
them
who
all.
that could be.
Yeah, we'll like them all anyway.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I like to
we'll
watch
come on.
because
If
you
you have a short of guests, we'll come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
We will.
Monta, she would definitely call you.
Flying over.
We would love to. Yeah.
That'd be the one podcast where I'm like quiet and you girls will just attack like Chris.
We'd stick up for you.
No, don't undersell
We wouldn't
yourself.
let him bully you.
So
Let you
Joey,
sing.
what's he like?
Was that your
Van
British
Dyke.
accent?
That's my attempt at it. Like all my accents are like Brits, and because I have a lot of British friends too, they're always drunk accents.
Mhm.
They all sound like
yeah.
Dudley Moore from like Arthur.
Yeah.
Well, have you got any plans to come over to the UK anytime soon?
I haven't been back in so long. Last time I was there, I was with my girlfriend, and we're talking maybe 20 years ago.
Oh wow!
I love London is one of my favorite cities ever, and I just had
come to the
What's
Justin shows here. Come to the Justin shows here, and you can party with us.
When is that?
August.
Summer.
It's like the first couple of weeks of August, isn't it? From the 9th to the 12th. Yeah.
That would be so much fun. My son's birthday is the 4th of August.
Yes.
That would
Bring
be
him
so
here for his
much fun.
birthday.
I wonder if the boys are going to be there. And if you start seeing pictures of like, I'm sure you follow like his relatives on
everything.
Yes.
Exactly.
All of them.
When you start seeing like Carly, Chris's wife, posting like pictures of like the London, like whatever.
I'm in the airport. It's like
Big Ben.
Yeah.
That's how we knew. That's how we knew Chris was going to be in Memphis at the Memphis show, because we were following Carly's every move, weren't we?
Yeah.
Like, she's getting on a coach. Where's that coach going to?
Where is that coach going? It can only be going to Memphis.
I split my time between Colorado and Nashville, so I have to go on her. Like, so if I can't get a hold of Chris, I'll just go on her her Insta and DM her like,
see what he's up to.
What's the schedule like? It's better to do that than him, because every time I ask him, he's like, dude, just ask my wife.
Yeah.
You're sitting right next to her. Just ask her. But that would be a lot of fun together. It'd be great to meet ladies too.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
When Justin's one night only got cancelled and we were all devastated, we just went out and did karaoke and had drinks.
Got really drunk, yeah.
And we just went, right,
it was so much. We had so much fun anyway. Yeah.
Let's go
That's
out.
a great question too. What's your karaoke song?
Well, we did NSYNC karaoke.
We only did NSYNC karaoke, so
and Justin.
Yeah, NSYNC.
Is there a bar that you go to that just plays only NSYNC?
No, we got a booth. Like you can hire a booth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we chose the song.
Yeah, we'd have got thrown out if we was just we was in there for an hour and a half, weren't we?
Yeah.
It would have been a bit. Yeah.
Well, how many ladies? There's 5 of you, right?
No, we're
10.
There's 10 strong. So, all right, who's the Justin?
Maggie.
Okay.
Me.
Who's the Joey?
We don't have a
Joey.
We don't have a Joey.
We all love Joey. We all love Joey.
We all love
Joey.
Who's the Lance?
I'm Lance too.
Yeah, Gemma is Lance.
Gemma as well.
Okay, so and then Chris, obviously. D.
Me.
Okay. D. And then we got JCs. How many JCs do we have?
The rest of JC girls.
Everyone else.
There's a couple more Justin girls, isn't there?
Yeah.
Sammy's Justin. Yeah.
Tara's Justin. Stephanie's yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if for some reason one of the boys can't make it, I'm practicing to be their understudy.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, I would like that.
Yes.
You can get us in.
You say you can't sing, but can you dance? Can you dance?
I have a move. I have a move.
A move.
Go on.
Let's see
Maybe
it.
you didn't see Chris for my birthday. Chris released on TikTok a video of me dancing drunk with Trevor from O-Town.
Yeah, in the bar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Seen
that actually happened, and that was not fake. No, I'm a really bad dancer, but it was. I think I was having fun. I was in my own moment. I thought I was the choreographer of the group that we had out there, and I got pushed to the side by some girl. I don't know who that was, but I remember Trevor going, "Dude, what are you doing?" But I told him I knew all the choreography to Liquid Dreams, and I didn't.
Oh,
That's
Shame.
isn't it?
Felt like I let him down, and also like he walked away thinking McFadden is a fucking liar.
You
know
know
all the
what?
words to it.
I will buy tickets to come see you live.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
thank you.
absolutely.
We'll
We all
promote.
would.
Yeah.
Front row.
Yes, please.
With our
Please.
signs up and everything.
I would
We'll
like
be the
to
only
like
ones
TRL.
there, so we will be.
Thank
Count
goodness,
on
because I'm
us.
tired of being the only one buying tickets to see him. So thank you, ladies.
There she is.
We'll come with you. We'll stand with you.
There'll be 11 of us in total.
Yeah.
Don't
An
worry,
extra
Monto.
cowboy.
Well,
We'll
at
be
least
there.
I know that when I do come to London, that I have 10 friends from the UK.
Absolutely.
And if I do come, you have to come out and be
Oh,
my guest.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
100%. We'll be there.
We have to go to a pub and drink warm beer.
No.
It's not warm.
not
It's a
warm
myth.
beer.
It's not
No,
warm.
it's not true.
No, I've been there. Trust me. I mean, I couldn't wait to go to the UK so I can go to these pubs. And I love.
No,
The
we'll take
Brits
you
are
to a
my
nice
favorite.
pub.
Yeah.
So
You can't
one of
have
my
a beer. You need to have 10 beers.
Yeah.
one of my I was doing a show on current TV. This was probably 15 years ago, and I was on the air with this guy named Rolly Dennis. He's from UK, and we became great friends. And one of my favorite things to ever do with him is go to Santa Monica to this pub, which is like this British pub. It's the only British pub in Santa Monica, and we went there to watch rugby. He was trying to teach me the difference between rugby and football, and he's just like, rugby is a gentleman's sport and football is, whatever. And it was the first time I ever went to a pub where nobody's cheering. He goes, "No, just clap, mate. Just clap."
That's because you were watching rugby. If you were watching football or soccer, then there'd be shouting. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
You
You
like
just went to the
football?
wrong pub.
It was called the Old Kings Road or something like
Yeah.
that.
Go to any Irish
Yeah,
bar.
I've been
Go
there
to an Irish
actually. I've
pub.
been to the Old Kings Road in Santa Monica.
Oh,
It's
you've
not
been there?
very,
Okay.
yeah,
have
I've been
you?
there. Yeah,
Very dark.
very dark, but it's kind of cute. I love it. Even from the outside, it looks very, very British. It's brilliant.
What's great too when you
that's
go,
cool.
like, they have a little gift shop there too. You want to
Yeah,
bring back some food from back home.
What can you buy? Like Cadbury
What's that?
chocolate. Like, what can you buy there?
Oh yeah, chocolate.
Chocolate.
There's a lot of Nutella, I think.
Nutella.
Which is
What-
Italian.
I know, but there was I think it's I remember seeing that there. I can't remember. Tea? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Do you drink tea? Look,
Yeah.
we've got our own cups.
Oh no,
do
I
have our
like
own
tea.
one.
Oh
We've got-
wow, okay.
we've
Do you
got
want
our-
one?
branded.
You need to
send
get
you
you
one.
some
We'll send
name
you
drop mugs. Name
Yeah.
drop mugs.
Yes.
We'll do
please.
swapsies.
We'll swap you.
We'll send you one of
We have
ours.
a whole bunch of brand new merch too. So we'll have to
Yeah.
get you drop.
I
Yeah,
love merch.
cool.
Yeah, we love a bit of merch.
Give us a
Yeah.
discount
Yes,
on
we're merch.
delivery.
We're merch fanatics.
Yeah. Stop
Yeah.
releasing it.
It would be
So-
great if you just bought one just with my picture on it, and then just
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, 100%.
We would.
we could send it to Chris.
Yeah. You've got a
Like,
new
you have
favorite now,
yours?
Chris.
And I have mine. These lovelies from the UK.
Yes.
Do you know,
Brian came on our show.
if we have your
Yeah.
t-shirt with your face on, NSYNC does a reunion, we'll all wear the t-shirt to the NSYNC concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you get eye contact with JC or Justin or even Chris,
And we'll
Chris
be like,
what
We're
the
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Just because of that.
It means so much. Seeing the name drop tee or the sweatshirt. I like how you did the whole little scoop neck thing. That's pretty cool.
I love it.
And you cut the sleeves too.
Cut the sleeves and I cropped at the bottom as well. So.
Oh my God, look at you. Put it in the side. You want to
Yeah.
show a little shoulder?
Yeah.
Show a little
Love it.
Tamara's the creative one of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so if you need any more merch designing, she's your girl.
Yeah, she is.
It's so good.
Who designed this one?
Me.
It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's our
Yeah, you
logo.
did that.
But
See?
you've done some good ones for Justin's tour.
You
Well, you did,
You
but
mocked some up, didn't you?
yeah. And didn't what did you design and put it on
No, they were
socials?
just they were piss take. They were not like
Oh no, I know we wouldn't do it. But what did you put on and everyone
The
thought
Guinness.
it was this team, yeah. And it went all around all the socials and they all thought, what was the thing you put on the set list?
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
set list.
It was the set
Oh,
list
yeah,
and,
just
and
a
then
set list.
everyone was
Set list
The
on a
album
t-shirt?
tracks.
no.
she
She's
just
talking
put it
about
on an
something
image, but all
else.
his team was sharing it and she was thinking, like, I think they think
That's
this
a-
is real.
That's a great idea, though. Do a set list and like a photograph of the set list and put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a good
It's a
idea.
great idea.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Look at this
There you
collab.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brian
We could
and
do-
T collab.
We could do 100%. We can do a collab of name drop too. Once the whole season comes out, we'll do a whole. I'll write down a whole set.
That would be
that's
cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Name
Yes.
drop.
Yeah.
We could just head on for season 2.
Yeah.
If you
that
had
would
an
be
ideal guest for name drop season 2, who would it be?
Justin.
Ooh.
Justin.
I don't know. So it's got to be because Brian Chris.
I
has
mean,
like
the
a really good
ideal-
banter.
The ideal
Somebody-
guest for season 2 would be JC, right?
Yeah, JC.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say.
Or
The unicorn.
Yeah.
yeah,
The unicorn, yeah.
it's the whole band together. Imagine getting all the guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, that's good.
Well, yeah.
The exclusive.
Do
I
you
think-
hit the
yeah, I
nail
think
on the
they
head?
could- I think I'd like to do one with everyone,
Yeah.
and then everyone
All of them
individually.
together.
Together.
Yeah.
It's weird to get the boys in the room at the same time, especially if it's one-on-one,
Mhm.
and the look on their faces. It's like it's a brotherhood that it's very difficult to describe. It's kind of like, holy shit, we're together.
When was the last time when was the last time you were in a room with all 5 of them together?
Ooh, that's a great question. 2023 or 2003.
2003.
Like,
Yeah,
Wow.
2003, all 5 together, 2003.
Yeah.
yeah.
Individually, recently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you met all of them recently, individually? Oh, so
No comment.
we'll cut
Hang
that
on,
one.
hang on a second. I didn't say it.
I didn't though.
Stop. Like, no, I didn't say we had NSYNC on.
It's a good job we're not on video because your face the picture.
I love it.
Don't worry, we won't get you into any trouble.
That was Chris.
Oh, was it? Oh,
The whole
of course.
Believe me, he's
yeah.
not going to ring you.
Touche. True story.
Yeah.
My conversations with him are so short. Coming over, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
real that's like real brothers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sound
And he finds out if you're hanging out with other people that we're friends with, he'll call up. It's like, hey, what are you doing? And he already knows where I'm at.
Yeah.
Are you coming over here? It's like
Checking up on you.
he goes right back to high school. It's like,
Yeah, you're my
You want me to-
friend.
do you want me to
Yeah.
come over? And he's like, I don't care. If you want to come over, you don't have to. It's fine.
Ryan, did you know there was a musical about Chris? A Christmas musical.
Oh yeah.
No, but that,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
what?
To see it. It was here. It was here.
Really?
It's called Chris Kirkpatrick Mess. Here it is. It
Where?
is
It's the best thing ever.
amazing.
It was in London.
Amazing.
London.
It was.
They're
it's
girls.
amazing.
They're US girls. They've put it
They're US
together.
girls.
They played it at the LA what was it?
Fringe.
Fringe
The LA Fringe.
Festival. Yeah,
Fringe, that was it.
and then they played it at the
Why did I not know that? I gotta. Christmas is our favorite holiday too. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. It was so fun, wasn't it?
It was
Yes.
funny.
Send you the. We'll send you their Instagram page so you can.
Please
see
do that. That's so rad. You know, that's one of the things I like about Chris and like his family. They are so big into the holidays.
Yeah.
I feel like if Carly could celebrate Flag Day, it would be the biggest thing ever.
I love it.
Be decorating.
Oh, the way they decorate, right?
Dude, you go to their house for anywhere from I always like it right before, it's like from Halloween through American Thanksgiving to Christmas. It's the most festive place you could ever be. They go all out.
Oh, that's so nice.
Last year we did Chris was my Valentine. So we did Valentine's Day at his house, and I'm like, this is kind of weird. And we're both like, so his wife has a Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. So I'm like, do you want to hang out? And he's like, yeah, man, come over. So I'm thinking that we're gonna I brought over like these fillets, so we're gonna grill steak and just be boys, you know.
Man stuff.
Dude broke out he broke out the fondue set.
Wow.
Did you get wine and dine?
We had this is our Valentine's Day. We're dipping chocolate covered strawberries.
Did you feed each other? Did you feed each other though?
I don't know. Maybe we did.
Do you have candles?
It was like Chris was like, Brian, you got some chocolate over here.
It was so weird because we're hanging out by the pool and we're having a fire and it was like kind of romantic and shit. Might have been gay, a little gay. But his wife walked in on us and it was weird because I felt like she was
got caught cheating,
imposing our date. And we got to the point where we were done with the chocolate and we started having the steak fondue. And I don't know why I told you that story, but it happened. So
that's cool. That's a good one.
Yeah, we love it. That's a good story.
And that's what happened.
That's what happened on Valentine's Day.
And you thought Lance was the only gay one in NSYNC.
Sam.
A true bromance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we bro out. So that was
so sweet.
Love it. So obviously we're talking about you coming over to the UK at some point soon, and we'd love to have you. We played earlier our little NSYNC game, but obviously we're an NSYNC UK podcast, so we did also have a little UK quiz for you as well. But this one's super easy, we promise.
I'm not related to Brian McFadden from West.
That was on there.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Quick story before you get into the question. So I met Brian McFadden. I hosted I hosted Miss Teen USA back in the United States, which is like a beauty pageant, and Westlife, they were performing. And so this was the very first time it was in, I think it was Miss USA 2000 and Miss Teen USA 2000, and Westlife was performing, I think, along with Usher, and I can't remember who else was there. But we all got to hang out and party. So Brian McFadden from Westlife comes up to me. He's just like, he goes, dude, I've been wanting to meet you for the longest time. He goes, I get mistaken for you all the time. I'm like, and I get mistaken for you. So I kind of wonder too, like, even through his social media, he's got a huge like social media following. I wonder if people think the misspelling, because my name is spelled with a Y, it is with a D, but he was so cool, like such a great guy.
You probably get tagged in some Westlife things, I bet.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Some of it really good, some of it not so much.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's always
So this game is all about British words, and Tamara is actually going to take us through the words. And ultimately, all we've got to do is tell us what this slang word means, so that when you do come over here, we're going to make sure you're properly primed and ready so that you know what the hell we're talking about. So this is a little bit of, I guess, a lesson as well as a quiz as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
Brace yourself, but Tamara, we'll let you go through and tell us what the words are.
Well, I'll just show you the first one.
Knackered.
Knackered.
We can give you a clue.
There's a clue.
Yeah, we can give you a sentence. We can give you a sentence. Who's reading the sentences? Yeah, Sam, you read the sentence.
Okay, so she was completely knackered by the end of the week.
Knackered by the end of the
It's not funny. I'm just.
Oh, was
yeah.
she like by the end of it she got pregnant?
No.
No, because it was he was completely knackered by the end of the week as well.
Oh, he. What?
He
I
can
mean,
be-
or
No,
she.
she-
Everyone was knackered by the end of the week.
All of
everyone.
us were
Oh,
knackered.
hammered.
No.
Tired.
No.
Yes.
Tired.
Yes.
Tired.
Tired. Okay.
Like
I love that one.
Amazing.
Half a point. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. Next one.
Knackered. Oh man,
Naff.
Yeah.
naff. Oh shit.
Naff.
Does that have anything to do with knackered?
No.
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 Completely
One's a
different.
kana and the other one's a na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naff.
Do you want a
and
sentence?
knackered. Yes, give me one.
So those trainers are a bit naff.
Wait, but trainers don't make sense. It's
Oh.
sneakers.
Those sneakers are a bit naff.
Sneakers.
Trainers, I
Sneakers.
use trainers for sneakers because I remember getting there. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't need to get
Yeah.
sneakers, but trainers, have some trainers. Naff, those trainers. Okay, so those sneakers are naff.
Yeah, like those
Mhm.
clothes. Oh, your clothes have been enough.
That means
Well,
they're
naff.
tight. They're dope, like sweet.
No.
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 The other
No?
way. The other way.
Opposite.
Oh,
The opposite.
those are beat up, like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Those are-
Not. Yeah. Not cool.
Oh my God, I'm gonna use
that.
that. Wait, hang on, I'm writing this one down for my son.
Enough.
We'll
don't
send them
know.
to
Nah.
We'll send them.
We'll send them to you.
Oh, please do. Okay,
Yeah.
now.
And the answers as well, in case you
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
And you use them in the wrong context.
Yes, please.
Knackered is. Oh my God, that's a great one too.
Yeah. If you see a
Knackered,
pregnant
it's
lady,
just-
don't tell her that she's
She looks knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
Kind of when you come home from work, you're like, oh, I'm knackered today.
I'm knackered. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like I need a drink. Oh.
Yeah.
You do.
You
though.
do,
Or
yeah.
like you're hammered. Like
Yeah.
I'm a bit knackered.
Yeah. Right, next one.
Okay. Oh shit. Skint.
Skin.
This.
Sam, you got a sentence?
James can't come out tonight. He's skint.
Oh, his herpes are acting up.
No.
Like a
Yeah.
Yeah, close.
No.
Not
that
even
it?
close.
No.
He's skint. He's not coming out tonight. He's skint. Is that the same thing as tired?
No.
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 He's skint. Oh, he's bloated. He's gassy.
No. Shall we
Aw.
give it away?
He's having a bad hair day.
He's,
Yeah.
he's broke.
Money.
Broke.
Broke.
Very money.
Oh, skint is broke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is a
No
good
money.
one. You skint ass motherfucker.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God, that's how they use it?
It makes sense now.
That's us after the JT tour.
Yeah.
Skin.
Yeah, that's
They're all skin.
We all
We're all-
skinned because we
We
spent all
spent
the
too money on merch.
Mhm.
And NAF is
Lame. or
Lame.
not.
Like,
Lame,
not
not cool.
Rubbish.
rubbish. I like that. That's a great word. Rubbish.
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 Okay.
Oh yeah, because you say garbage.
Garbage.
Oh yeah.
Trash. It's trash.
Oh, the trash. It's the trash.
Trash.
Skint is my favorite word of all time. Okay, go ahead. That's a good one.
Which word?
Skint. I like that one.
Yeah.
Skin.
Oh, good.
Can I
Okay,
just say
good.
my favorite American word? And you said it before. Oh, it may not be American. It could be anybody's, but douchebag or
Douchebag.
douche.
Yeah, douchebag.
I love the
That
word
is a
douche.
Yeah, we
Douche,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Douchebag.
so cool.
It's like a term of endearment when you say it about your friends.
Yeah.
But not so much when it's somebody you don't like. Yeah.
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 We've got that as well, yeah.
Right, next one. Chuffed.
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 Oh shit. Okay. Chuffed.
Sam, what's the sentence?
I was well chuffed that my husband made me dinner tonight.
Oh, hard on. I'm not right?
No.
Something close to that. The chub is when you get a boner. So no,
Chub.
a chuffed is.
No.
No.
No. No, not at all.
That doesn't sound like that. Look at him, his little chuff.
Yeah. I know what you mean now, but
What a great word, though.
No.
chuffed.
It's like remember Mean Girls, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. Fetch will
Yeah.
never happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna rub all our words.
Oh my God, these Chuff is, oh God, I wish it was a boner.
It's
That's
chuffed.
okay.
It's chuffed. No, it's got an ed at the end. Chuffed.
ED.
Oh,
Chuffed.
chuff.
Not chuff.
Not chuffed, yeah, chuffed.
No, not a
Chuff.
No,
Like
that
the
sounds
team
like
was
something
today, I'm
else.
totally chuffed.
Chuffed is, say it one more time in a sentence.
So that one was my team
Oh.
won today. I'm totally chuffed.
Oh, stoked,
so
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Stoke is a good one.
Are these old words or is this like slang that
No,
you
we
guys?
we just
No.
say them every day.
Everyday words.
Oh wow,
Some
this
are,
is amazing.
some are like new urban slang, and some are old slang from a long time ago. So it's a bit of a mix.
But used.
But they are very
regularly.
well known. Yeah.
Yeah, we use them all
they use
today. Yeah.
today.
Okay, all
Right,
right.
next one.
Next one is good.
Quid, isn't that money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pound.
But what money is it?
Pound.
What does it mean?
It's,
I should have let you
sorry.
know.
pounds, pence.
Mhm.
£1.
Yeah.
That's
£1.
£1. but
£1.
a
One
is
quid.
£1.
£1.
Mhm.
Quid.
Yeah, I've seen Oliver.
Or 10 quid.
Oh yeah.
But you can't say, give me £1. You
When
have
I
to
first
say,
came over
give me
to,
£8.
Gives
when
a
I first
quid.
came over, oh, £8. That means
Mm.
10 pence. Or
A pound.
No,
A
it's
quid is a
£1.
pound.
how many pence does it equal a pound?
100.
100.
100.
100. Wow, this is good. Look at us. In our class.
Katen.
We should have told him different. So when he comes over, he just keeps giving us loads of money.
All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm like, wow, this
It's a
seems really
quid.
expensive.
A quid's only 10p.
we want a name drop on one of your shows. You have to drop one of these words in it
Oh,
somehow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pick a word
Like
and try
a
and get it in.
hidden, as a hidden word.
Yeah.
Just
Trust
drop it
me,
in.
when Chris and I do another one for just us, I'll do this. I'll break this out. Say I was talking to the UK, the girls from the UK, the Space
Wow.
Cowboys. Oh,
Thank you.
skive.
Oh,
skiving.
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 Yeah,
Skiving?
it's like
Oh, skiving. What the fuck is that?
What's
Skiving.
the sentence, Sam?
The sentence is, where's Sharon today? Not sure. I think she's skiving.
Oh God, that sounds like a dirty thing to be doing.
Well,
It's
Like,
not dirty.
She could be in
I mean,
work.
She's dumpster diving.
dumpster diving.
Is that a thing?
Skiving sounds like something just gnarly. Like she's just hanging around the house without panties on.
Why do they all sound disgusting?
It's like, oh,
I
what's
mean,
she
she
doing?
might be, in fairness. We don't know what she's doing while she's skiving.
She could
Yeah,
be
that's
doing-
true. Yeah.
She could be doing that.
She's doing laundry with no undies.
I mean, yeah, she could be doing
Probably.
that.
Might be
Okay,
doing
what is
that.
what is skiving?
Like,
Bunking off of work or school.
She's sleeping?
like just
no,
not
she's
turning up for work. So
Not
Not turning up for work.
see,
or school, like,
if you and Chris was doing podcasts and he didn't turn up, you'd go, "Oh, Chris is skiving."
On
He's like
purpose.
pretending to
Didn't
be
show
on
up.
purpose.
Yeah.
on purpose.
Like he's had a better
You know, if
offer.
you didn't go to school, you know, when you took a day of school unauthorized by your parents or the teachers, then you were skiving off school. That's how you use
Is there,
it.
not, there must be an American word for that. I don't know what it would
Yeah,
be.
it must be.
If you-
Delinquent? One
Yeah,
minute,
yeah.
what would you call that? Delinquent? Like
Playing
Oh,
hooky.
Yeah.
playing hooky, playing hooky.
Okay,
Hooky,
that's it,
that's
yeah.
hooky.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's what
skiving.
it means.
That's the one, yeah.
This is one I'm giving to my son.
Right.
Ivy, that's a great word though. I was completely off.
Melt. And we don't mean that ice cream melts. So this is what's the
No.
alternative meaning of melt.
Okay,
Yeah,
we get
You're
a new
act-
one.
you're acting like a total melt.
MELT.
Tea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melt.
Oh, douchebag.
No, but
Yeah,
no, it's a bit
kind of.
different,
I'll say
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
Or like you're acting like just a little puss. Like
Mhm.
just,
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more like
lame,
it.
you're being lame. How
Pathetic.
about
Yeah.
that? Being lame?
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah.
more
Also,
like pathetic and soft, like a softie, like
Dude, don't be don't be a mess. Like
don't be a
Like
Yeah,
melt.
if you
don't be a melt,
if
it's
you
such a melt.
if you ask your mate to come out and he's like, oh no, I'm gonna wine and dine my wife at home, you'll be like, oh, stop being such a melt.
oh, that's a good one. I like that. I have so many of those. Especially when you're single and all your buddies are their families.
Yeah, just call them.
Yeah.
Call them a melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't want to go to the club? I know we're old, but still.
We got
Melt.
2 more, right?
And and this will be what you'd be doing when they refuse to come out with you.
What's the word?
Throwing a wobbly.
Oh, can you show me? I can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah.
You not see it?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Can you
Is
see
it up?
Tamara at all?
It's up.
yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's
Mm-mm.
there.
You can't see Tamara's screen.
Oh. Throwing a wobbly.
Throwing a wobbly. Is that WOBBLY?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't see my. Can you see my screen now? Maybe you can now. Because
Oh,
No,
I know that one.
Go on.
Yeah, I can see that now. I can see it. That's getting caught.
No.
No, definitely not.
That's not it.
Brian,
No.
Brian just done a hand gesture, by the way, for those listening.
Throwing a wobbly sounds like you're getting caught, like you're, going through this pre-adolescent stages of life, and your mom knocks on the door real quick, and you have to. What are you doing in there? And then
Throwing a wobbly.
better not be throwing a wobbly.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
definitely
probably
no.
better.
Definitely
I
not.
prefer
I like
that.
it,
Doing my
actually.
homework, Mom.
That's much better. Much better
That's a
meaning.
trend you can start.
Oh my God.
What's
Oh
the
my
sentence?
I'd say it's actually really bad if we put it in the sentence now, given what Brian thinks it is, because the
Yeah.
sentence is he missed his flight and threw a rock.
It's-
Just say it.
It's not masturbating.
He missed his
No.
flight.
No, he missed his flight and threw a wobbly.
As you do.
Okay.
Even worse, guys. That doesn't help at all.
Not
Hey,
helping.
man.
That
I
doesn't
mean,
help.
that's your
Whatever you
first
can
thought
do.
when you miss a flight, right? That's
Yeah.
what you're going to do.
What else is there to do?
He's like, oh, I missed my flight, and now I'm out of lotion.
Oh God.
So throwing a wobbly is throwing a fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging up
Yes.
to that. Yeah. Well done.
Yes.
We've
Right,
got
last
one
one.
more.
Last one.
I was close though.
Yeah.
Very close.
Very close, that one.
And that is your last word. Chin
see
wag.
Oh,
Chinwag.
shit. Chinwag.
You've heard
Chin
that.
wag.
What's a chin?
A chin
It's a chin.
What's a
Where's the
chin?
sentence?
wag. The sentence, Sam.
Is I had a good chin wag last week with my best mate.
Oh, man.
These phrases, Jeanette,
They just sound filthy.
Can
they
we
sound
use it
so
in a-
filthy.
wrote
in
these
a
phrases.
more appropriate sentence?
I know, they sound so
Bam.
filthy.
I had a chin wag with my best mates.
Oh God,
Yeah,
no.
come around. Let's have a good chin wag.
Nothing like a good chin wag.
We're all having a good
We're
chin
having-
wag right now.
Right now,
We're
yeah.
having
yeah.
a chin
It's
wag.
been Valentine's Day with Chris, and we
Yeah?
I
we
bet
had a
you
good
had a
chin
chin
wag.
wag.
Yeah,
Yes, you could have.
done.
We had a
Yeah.
good chin wag.
Oh my goodness.
Boy, can he wag the fuck out of my chin. Chin wag.
Yeah.
Good
you-
conversation.
Yeah, you had a good
Yes.
chat. You
With
did.
cats.
Okay.
Yes.
Isn't it to do with your chin? Obviously, your chin is wagging.
You
You're
space
getting a lot.
cowboys,
Okay.
I tell you.
Yeah. Wait, get jaw rate.
Yeah.
Well, I think that went mildly well.
Okay, good.
Next time you guys can come up with less dirty words.
Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to use them words again.
Ever again? No.
Yeah,
No.
we can't say them.
Especially
I'm gonna
the
be
wobbly
ruined.
ones.
Wag and what was
Yeah.
the other one?
The
Something
wobbly. Throwing a wobbly.
Okay.
Never gonna use that again now.
Chuffed.
Throwing a wobbly. That
chuffed.
one. All the kids use that here.
Oh my goodness.
Please, in one of your podcasts with Chris, ask him if he's ever thrown a wobbly. Please, we have to hear it. I want to hear.
You've
his
got
answer.
inside info.
Yeah.
Just to see his face. Yeah. The thing is, Chris is more perverted than I am. He'd probably be like, yeah, all the time. Good morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times.
Love it.
Cool. Well, hopefully that helps anyway, so that when you do come over, you know what we're talking about now, and you feel more ready to take on the British public and join in with our conversations, because I know we can be a little bit confusing at times. Have you been able to understand us today, by the way?
Yes. Yes, and I've enjoyed this whole podcast, and I thank you so much, ladies, for having me on.
Oh, thank you so
Oh,
much for
thank
coming
you
on.
for
Thank
coming.
you, honestly, it's been brilliant to have you. Just before we obviously let you go, what's coming up next for you? We've spoken about name drop, and obviously that's happening next Tuesday.
So
what else can we see you in?
It's a good question. It's be great for women of a certain age. It's I'm doing working on my own syndicated radio show, which
cool.
for a weekend countdown, and also daily show, and plus podcast for that. But yeah, so this is going to be great for that generation, which is, I would say, our generation.
Our generation.
But
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it too, because it's like, getting back into this music. I loved getting away from it. That was one of the hardest things you could ever do. I have so much love for that, for music, and especially that time. I mean, I lived it, and so that's what we're getting ourselves into. And I'll be recording actually this week or next week.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Amazing. Wow. That quick.
We'll be listening out for that. Yeah.
And then
you
can, and then you follow me on my own OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
I was literally like,
joking.
what? Does he have an
It depends if you're throwing wobblies or not.
Mara thought she was missing out.
I know.
It's just me and my pitch pipe.
It's all right. We've all got accounts. We need to pay for NSYNC tickets, don't we?
Feet pics.
Yeah.
That sounds brilliant. We're so in for the nostalgia, or aren't we? Of we miss the good old days, and I think that's why we really enjoy doing this together, because it's such nice.
You girls are naturals. You're great at this. This is fun, especially it's so difficult to do especially podcasts. And you're not in the same room. It's difficult to not talk over each other, and y'all did a great job with that.
Oh, thank you.
We're trying.
We're trying.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We've been totally chuffed to have a good chinwag with you. We wish good luck with the new season of Name Drop. We're all going to be tuning in next week.
Yes.
And anyone listening, make sure you go and tune in. I presume obviously it's available on all podcast platforms, right? Anywhere.
Yes. Anywhere you find a podcast, and on Tuesday morning or wherever, Tuesday evening, I hope you ladies are legless. Am I saying that right?
We probably will be.
And may you be chuffed just like my boy Chris and I, and hopefully you won't be skint after purchasing NSYNC tickets when they finally go on.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying
No, it is.
If
we just have to be prepared.
But again, thank you for having me on. This has been such a pleasure, and hopefully we'll have to do it again, or we will be able to do it again.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes.
We really
Anytime.
appreciate it.
Next time.
And I promise I'll read my DMs more.
Yes. I send lovely messages.
Oh, now we're all going to bombard you with loads of DMs now that you've said that.
We mostly send emojis, and
Yeah.
I just see them. I see messages on it. I see them pop up, and I'm like, shit, I can't read this right now. It's not because I don't want to, because I get so nervous when I'm doing social media. So I'm like, oh shit, am I supposed to be on? What am I doing?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
You can
But I
always
promise
message
I'll
me.
answer.
I'll find him for you.
You'll answer. Thank you, Montan. Thanks for
ladies.
Yes,
Get
Monta.
Thank you so much again. And if you need anything from me, please feel free to reach out.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Brian. Really
and if
appreciate
you need any content for your radio show, any English, British
Oh,
humor,
100%.
Yes.
give us a shout. Can
100%.
help.
Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
enjoy
Y'all
the
have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks so much.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Monta.
Thanks, Monta.
That was so good.
Oh my god.
That was so
God.
fun.
That was
My
amazing.
face is hurting, honestly.
I'm
Sweating. I need my fan back.
My
Oh, no,
cheeks.
can't if you're still
Oh, yeah,
recording.
okay.
Oh,
God,
we
that couldn't
went
have gone
completely
any
off script, and
better.
I was trying to put things back in.
Yeah.
but it's just
Completely
like-
off script. But he was
Yeah.
answering
It was good.
questions. He was
Yeah.
It was
answering
good.
questions before they were asked,
No,
so
it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't mind at all.
It was great.
Really good. Thanks for tuning in to the NSYNC UK Space Cowboys podcast. If you loved this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you'll never miss a moment of the action. And did you know you can also stream every episode the second it drops on your favourite music or podcast platform? It's that easy to stay in sync with us. And while you're at it, check out our Instagram page for all the latest NSYNC news, reaction, and announcements of upcoming episodes. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.